All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to address a viral video. It's viral in the sense that I saw it going on out there in Twitter with Tim Bradley saying some things about Terence Crawford, a technique that Terence Crawford used in the Errol Spence Jr. fight, and calling it illegal, saying that it magnifies your power times tenfold and it should not be allowed. He should not be able to do it. So, Tim Bradley adding fuel to the fire that Terence Crawford is not on the up and up when it comes to his gloves. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 147-pound division, where Tim Bradley is being his voice is being used to criticize one of his best friends in boxing and a guy that he has a lot of respect for and speaks very highly of, Terence Bud Crawford, and adds fuel to the fire that is out there about Terence Crawford and Terence Crawford's strategies heading into fights and whether or not they give him an unfair edge or not, specifically related to his hand wraps and his gloves. Let's talk about that. But before I do, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for continuing to watch. Thank you for checking us out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you like the comment. Hit the like. Special thank you to all of the supporters that come by and listen to the videos. Thank you so much, man. And after you watch this video, go watch another video of mine or ours on the channel. It is absolutely critical to the channel, as well as everybody that supports the channel and the super thanks. Thank you guys so much for supporting the video. Thank you to everybody that comes by the live streams every day at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to support the channel. But let's get into this because woke up this morning, went to Twitter. You know, as most of the time I'm talking to people that's on Twitter these days. Fun little app, not necessarily, you know, that I don't take it very seriously, but because you never really know what's coming on. However, there's a very popular Twitter tweeter or Xer, goes by the name of Ray Jackson. One of the funniest guys on the platform that talk about boxing, right? Consistent guys. Clown sometimes, right? Without a doubt. So you always got to, you know, take it with a grain of salt a little bit and make sure you know whether or not he's pulling your leg or not. However, in this particular instance, he was not, because he retweeted a section of a video where it showed Terence Crawford wrapping his hands for the Errol Spence Jr. fight, because he wraps his hands himself, and also had audio of a ESPN telecast where Tim Bradley was talking about the rapping that was going on, but not the rapping of Terence Crawford, the rapping of Monster Inoue. If you're not familiar with who Monster Inoue is the undisputed champion. He is a unified champion at 122 pounds, former undisputed champion at 118 pounds, who moved up to fight Steve Fulton Jr. and beat Steve Fulton Jr. It was one of the very good fights that took place this year. In that fight, prior to that fight, the trainer for Steve Fulton Jr. raised an issue about Monster Inoue's hand wraps and said that what he was doing was stacking, and that is illegal. He was putting tape directly on his skin and said you're not supposed to put tape directly on your skin. That creates a cast-like situation, and raised a big issue about it. In the telecast, And this is the audio that was there. Because I remember, because I watched the fight, and I remember the issue, and I remember Tim Bradley saying exactly what he's saying on this video that's going around. But the tricky thing about the video is it makes it look like he's saying it specifically about Terence Crawford, but he's not. But he is talking specifically about what Terence is doing, which was wrapping the hands with tape directly on the hand. And what Tim Bradley says is that wherever Monster Inoue is doing this, whether it is in Las Vegas, whether it is wherever he's doing it, that is cheating. That is illegal because you are basically creating a cast on your hand, and you are magnifying your punching power times 10. Those were the words of Tim Bradley as Tim Bradley watched Monster Inoue tape his hands by putting the tape directly on his hands with no gauze between the hand and the tape. But the audio is again played over Terence Crawford clearly doing the same thing. So, question is that cheating? No, it's not cheating. And why isn't it cheating? Because it's in Las Vegas, and Las Vegas allows it. And I do believe what they say is that what they consider to be illegal is the double stacking, where you have tape, then you have gauze, then you have tape, then you have gauze, then you have tape. And that is creating a cast around the person's hand as it gets wet and it condenses and it packs down tightly and increases your power. That is what they said is illegal in Las Vegas. Now, here's the thing, though. There's a fight that took place last weekend where Francis Ngannou raised issues about the gloves for Tyson Fury before the fight took place and pointed to what Las Vegas allowed Tyson Fury to do against Deontay Wilder. Now, there's no proof that this was the result, that the result of his complaint was that his complaint was the reason that Tyson Fury didn't have much power when he fought him. But it made a lot of people raise their eyebrows and say, what happened to Tyson Fury's power when Tyson Fury was in Saudi Arabia and Saudi Arabia didn't allow him to play any games with his gloves, unlike what Las Vegas did. Now, again, I take the same stance that I take with performance enhancers and with this tape stuff. Look, the rules are what the rules are, where the people are in the place where the fighters are fighting. However, and if you do not get caught, you don't get caught. However, I will always say this. People do need to talk about it. Because if you never talk about it, the sanctioning bodies and the state commissions, they're not going to do anything about it. You had a fight where Francis DeZorn Cruz had fought a Mexican, a fighter from Mexico. I can't remember what her name was, but a former opponent of Francis DeZorn Cruz jumped out and said, "Hold on." That person that Francis DeZorn Cruz fought is a man. That's a man. And the WBC didn't do anything about it. The WBC just called him phobic. That's it. They didn't say anything about it. But guess what? How it ended up later? They wind up conveniently suspending her because of increased testosterone. While people were coming out, more and more people were coming out and saying, "No, that is a male that transitioned. That person should not be able to fight in a boxing ring." Please don't tell me cheating does not exist. Please don't tell me that this stuff is unrealistic to suspect people of them. And that video that is out, definitely not damning. However, doesn't make the situation look good. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.